Welcome to the treasure trove of folktales, a magical collection of stories that have inspired generations. Embark on a mythical journey with heroes, fairies, and enchanting creatures, opening the door to a world of imagination and emotion.
The story of Princess Daryabar. In the romantic and poetic atmosphere of the palace at night, when the lamps cast a pale yellow light on the marble floor, the night sky, as if covered with a deep black velvet curtain, sparkling with distant stars, the clear, soft, but distinct voice of Scheherazade resounded like the sound of a harp. King Shahryar sat on the jade-encrusted throne, his face stern, and his eyes still filled with the flames of doubt about the loyalty of ladies, attentively looking at his young wife, Scheherazade, with her graceful appearance and her bright eyes, like a spring lake, bowed her head respectfully. Your Majesty, tonight I present to you a strange story where the deep secrets of fate and magic intertwine with courage and challenges. That is the story of Princess Daryabar, a girl with a beauty like the moonlight on the sea, but her life was full of hardships, like the waves of the ocean. Hearing this, the king raised his eyebrows as if his curiosity was aroused. He waved his hand slightly. Tell me, so I can see if she can still keep her life. Until the dawn breaks. Scheherazade smiled mysteriously and began to weave the story. Your Majesty, once upon a time, in a prosperous kingdom, on the shore of a great sea, ruled by a wise emperor, he had only one princess named Daryabar. That name means pearl in the sea. And indeed, she was like a pearl shining among the people. Her beauty made people stunned. Her eyes were jet black, deep like a moonless night. Her skin was as white as milk. Her long, shiny hair fell down to her waist. She was intelligent, skillful, and proficient in both music, chess, calligraphy, and painting. But it was her beauty and talent that caused her destiny to take a stormy turn. One moonlit night, as the princess walked along the beach, she heard the sound of waves roaring, murmuring like a whisper. Amidst the mist, a strange figure appeared. It was an old hermit with white hair and beard, wearing a long cloak dyed the color of the sea. He looked at her with sad eyes and spoke in a deep voice. Princess Daryabar, your destiny is tied to the sea. In the next 7 days, you will have to face a challenge. If you pass, the light of glory will shine upon you. But if you fail, you will be swallowed by the darkness of the deep sea. After saying that, the hermit disappeared, as if he had never existed. Princess Daryabar trembled. Her heart was shaken, but she did not dare tell anyone. The next night, a fierce storm hit. The sky thundered. The wind was raging. The sails were anchored offshore. While everyone was rushing to avoid the storm, Princess Daryabar, alone, stood on the high floor looking out to sea. Suddenly, from the middle of the raging waves, a black boat without sails, without a pilot, drifted straight to the shore of the royal palace. The whole court was terrified, and the king ordered his soldiers to bring the strange boat to the shore. But when they touched it, everyone shuddered. Its wooden planks were as cold as ice, and gave off a strange scent, like amber mixed with sea salt. No one dared to approach it, except Princess Daryabar. She stepped on, and immediately a whirlwind swept her away. The whole boat, along with the princess, disappeared before everyone's eyes. The king cried out, collapsing, because he had lost his beloved daughter. When Princess Daryabar woke up, she found herself in the middle of a great hall, made of transparent crystal, with magical blue light reflecting everywhere. All around, huge pillars, as if carved from coral, and crystal lamps floated without hanging. It was an underwater palace. A tall figure approached. It was a prince of the aquatic race, eyes bright as pearls, pale blue skin, hair flowing like seaweed. He called himself Shamaran, the prince of the kingdom under the ocean. He spoke in a voice that echoed like the waves. "O Daryabar, you have been destined to be my wife. The sea has chosen you." Princess Daryabar was terrified. She replied, her voice trembling but firm, "I am the princess of the mainland. My parents and kingdom are waiting for my return." "I cannot stay here." Shamaran smiled coldly. "The sea grants grace, but also demands sacrifice. Your fate has been tied to mine since birth. You will be the queen of the ocean." With that, he raised his hand, and the chains of light bound her tightly. But at that moment, a white seabird flew by, dropping a small golden key next to her. Princess Daryabar held it tightly, feeling the strange warmth radiating from it. From that day on, she lived in the deep sea palace. Every day, Shamaran came to persuade, entice, sometimes threaten. But Princess Daryabar never nodded. She missed her father, missed the mainland, missed the sunlight. She tried to escape. One night, she used the golden key to open a secret door behind the castle. Behind was a magical coral garden, where an ancient tree glowed brightly. Under the tree, an old man sat waiting. It was the hermit who had warned her. He said softly, "Princess, you only have she can be freed when she finds the heart of the sea, a mysterious blue gem sealed in a stone box guarded by the kraken. If she can break that seal, she can return to the human world." Princess Daryabar asked in fear, "But how can I defeat the kraken?" The hermit gave her a small knife, the handle of which was inlaid with sapphire. The light radiating from it was soft and sharp. "Believe in your courage. And remember, only sacrifice can break the chains of fate." Saying that, the hermit disappeared. From then on, she began a journey, full of dangers in the vast ocean. In the brilliant coral garden, after the hermit disappeared, Princess Daryabar still heard in her mind the words of the heart of the sea. She gripped the small sapphire knife tightly, the blue light glinting on the blade, reflecting in her determined eyes. She walked deeper, into the coral garden, where the paths wound like a maze. Strange sea creatures appeared, giant seahorses with sad eyes, jellyfish glowing like 1,000 stars, sea dragons wriggling slowly. Every step was a mystery, every breath was a challenge. Then she came to a dark cave, a stone door covered with moss. On the door was engraved an ancient inscription: "Whoever yearns for freedom must pay with blood and tears." Princess Daryabar took the golden key and inserted it into the lock. The door shook, opening with a sound, like the sound of countless waves. She nervously stepped inside. Inside was a swirling lake. In the middle of the lake, a small island emerged, on which was placed a giant stone box, glowing blue. But around the stone box, the water swirled violently, forming a protective circle. From the bottom of the water, a roar shook the heavens. Kraken had risen. The monster was in the form of a giant squid, tentacles as long as stone pillars, eyes as red as hellfire. The whole cave shook. Princess Daryabar shuddered, but did not retreat. She remembered the words of the hermit. Only sacrifice can break the chains of fate, and the battle began. The monster swung its tentacles down. Princess Daryabar nimbly dodged. The sapphire knife flashed, slashing at the thick skin. Black blood spurted out, salty and hot. The monster roared, making the whirlpool more violent. Princess Daryabar fought with both weapons and intelligence. She lured it into the sharp coral cliffs, causing it to be wounded. But the beast was too big. Its strength was fierce. A tentacle hit her. She fell down, blood flowing down her forehead. In that dangerous moment, she suddenly heard her father's voice in her mind. "You are the light of the kingdom. Do not give up." And as if given more strength, she stood up, rushed straight to the monster's heart. stabbed the dagger with all her strength. The Kraken monster let out a terrifying scream. The light from the dagger spread, burning its entire body. The tentacle struggled and then let go. The entire giant body sank, disappearing into the whirlpool. The exhausted Princess Daryabar knelt down, but she knew she was still alive in this world. The whirlpool subsided. She walked to the small island, placed her hand on the stone box. A voice rang out from the bottom of the sea. "Princess, are you willing to offer your heart in exchange for freedom?" Princess Daryabar closed her eyes and whispered, "I give my allegiance to the light, but not my heart to the darkness." The stone box opened. Inside was a blue gem, the heart of the sea, shining as bright as the dawn sky. She took it, feeling as if she were holding the entire ocean in her hands. The light enveloped her. The entire underwater palace shook. Shamaran appeared angrily shouting, "You dare to betray your destiny!" He rushed forward, but the light from the gem burned him. Before he disappeared, he laughed coldly. Humans always think they are free, but fate will test you even more. Then he disappeared in the foam. The entire ocean broke apart. Princess Daryabar felt herself being lifted up by 1,000 waves. When she opened her eyes, she was lying on the shore of her homeland, under the bright sunlight, surrounded by her father and the people, crying with joy. The king hugged his daughter tightly, tears streaming down his face. "My daughter has returned from the dead." Princess Daryabar recounted the whole journey. The whole court admired her not only for her beauty, but also for her courage and intelligence. From then on, she was called the Pearl of the Sea, the one who defeated the indifference of fate. However, at night, when she looked out to sea, she still heard the mysterious whispers of the ocean, as if reminding her that the trials were not really over. Scheherazade concluded the story with a gentle whisper, leaving the king's heart still filled with excitement. She smiled, her eyes sparkling, as if containing many secrets. "But, Your Majesty, if you allow me, tomorrow night I will tell you a story, even more strange, where a kind but mysterious old man appeared with..." A story that seems to have nothing to do with the Princess Daryabar, but in fact, sheds light on many strange mysteries of fate. The king leaned slightly towards the head, eyes lit up with curiosity. And so dawn was delayed for another night, giving way to the fire of adventure burning forever in the palace. Tomorrow night, Your Majesty, I will present a strange story about the second old man and the 2 black dogs. In the seemingly ordinary appearance of those 2 animals, there is a secret that makes the listener shudder. Is the fate of that old man a tragedy, or a testament to the harsh justice of creation?
The tale has come to an end, yet the magic of these legends lives on in your heart. Keep dreaming and spreading the wonder.